am really excited to share with you today's recipe. We're going to be making a recipe from the pomegranate. Now, if you like pomegranates as much as I do, you can check out my video over here where I did pomegranate tea. So refreshing, you have to try it. And you can also try the video over here where I make pomegranate drink. It has a hint of lime, which brightens up that pomegranate. So delicious, you absolutely have to try it. But today, we're going to be making pomegranate cake. That's right, you can actually make a cake using pomegranate. So stick around and I'll show you the ingredients. We have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, which is already sifted. 1.5 cups of brown sugar, but if you have white sugar, you may use that, but we're using brown sugar today. 1/2 cup of olive oil. We're using liquid fat rather than butter. It's going to make the cake so light. For our raising agents, we have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Our spices, we have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of ground spice. We have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 3 eggs. I'm using brown eggs today, but if you have white eggs, you may use that also. And the star of our dish, the pomegranate, we have 1/4 cup of pure pomegranate juice. I'll show you how to make pomegranate juice in another video, but this is the one we're using today. The step is to mix all of our dry ingredients together. We have our flour, we have our raisin agents and salt, and our cinnamon and ground spice. Now whisk everything together to make sure they're all fully incorporated. Then I'll set it aside and we'll go on to our wet ingredients. Now it's time to mix our wet ingredients, but I'm gonna crack the eggs first. I like to crack my eggs one by one just to be sure I don't spoil them all in case one of them happens to be addled. So once we have all of our eggs cracked, we're gonna add all of the others. And in no particular order, we'll add the oil, we'll add our vanilla essence, and in this recipe we consider the sugar to be one of the ingredients that goes with the other wet ones, and then our pomegranate. I can just drink that just as it is, but we'll try drinking that later. Now I'll use a handheld mixer and we're going to blend. Our 2 sets of ingredients are mixed and they're ready to become one. So I'm going to take our bowl of flour and I'm going to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, and then we're halfway there. Our pomegranate mixture is done. I am not smelling the pomegranate because it is so subtle, but we'll see when we're done if we can taste it. Now I'll just add it to a greased baking tray and bake it for about 25 minutes. So at this time, preheat your oven so that when we're finished preparing our cake in our pan, we can just pop it right in. Our cake is now done. I've allowed it to cool for a few moments on this cooling rack. Now it's time to taste. It's nice and soft as I cut it. Now I'll take this tiny slice and taste. Now it's time to taste. It looks spongy, so it has a nice texture, and it smells fruity. I'm not smelling specifically pomegranate, but I'm smelling something fruity, so you can tell that it is not a plain cake. Now let's taste. Delicious. You can definitely tell that it is not a plain cake. It is so fruity. You can just, all the flavors are just bouncing around. Soft, fluffy. I highly recommend this for any special occasion. You know, they say pomegranates are exotic fruits, and you need to make an exotic cake to go with it for your special occasions. And to give you an even stronger pomegranate flavor, I suggest putting a nice pomegranate glaze on the top of the cake. Delicious. Pomegranate cake. Now you need to try it. I've enjoyed this pomegranate cake recipe. I want you to look over here, see some of my other cake recipes, and once you've watched them all, click the button below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video. And remember to leave me a comment. I love hearing from you.